Hello and welcome. It's Andrew here and I'm back with some awesome new content. In this video I'm going to share with you how I launched a brand new product with a brand new Amazon account and made almost £12,000 in sales in the first month, which resulted in a net profit of £4,000. No, not millions like so many people claim on YouTube with their photoshopped screenshots, but real money and real profit. And just so there's nothing left in the air, I want to show you proof by going live into my account right now and showing you all the numbers. So, let's get started. This is the Amazon account I have for this new product. In total, I have 3 Amazon accounts, but this is a brand new account created specifically for this brand and product. And if you're wondering whether or not you can have multiple Amazon accounts, yes, you can. Each account needs to be an officially registered company and needs to sell products in a different category. Plus, you need to get approval from Amazon before you open that second or third account. But it's all doable and possible, if you do genuinely have a separate business working in a different niche. Going back to my account, as you can see, there are no sales for it prior to September 2017. If I change the date range to a full year, you can clearly see that the first sales on this account only started to come in September. So there is no confusion. I started selling on September the 8th and in the first month generated £11,648 in sales, selling 1,167 units of this new product. Sure, those are only sales. What about expenses like Amazon fees, FBA fees and others? Good question. As I really hate it when people, especially on YouTube, talk about sales and only sales. Oh, I made $2 million in sales on Amazon last year. That's great, of course, but you should also mention that your net profit was only $50,000, which is not bad, but still, just say it. Say how much actual profit you made instead of just talking about sales numbers. This is especially important on Amazon, where you can set a huge discount on the product, then drive massive amounts of traffic via paid advertising and make, say, $100,000 in sales in 1 month, but actually lose money as a result. So, sales data alone doesn't mean anything. Let's take a closer look at how my sales figure breaks down. My product cost, including shipping to Amazon's warehouse, is £1.80. I sell the product for £9.99. There are quantity discounts on multiples, but very few people use them at this stage, so let's just use $9.99 to keep things simple. The Amazon selling fee is 15%, or £1.50. The Amazon FBA fee is £1.54. So, putting it all together, it looks like this. Net profit is item price, minus product cost, minus Amazon selling fee, minus FBA fee. So, $9.99 minus £1.80 minus £1.50 minus £1.54 equals £5.15. To round it up, my net profit after all the fees is £5 per unit sold, or 50% in terms of margin. For every 1,000 units I sell, I net £5,000 of pre-tax profit. Yes, my margins will be lowered when I register for VAT, which I will have to do soon. VAT on a £9.99 item is £1.67, but of course I will be able to offset part of it by reclaiming VAT paid on business expenses. Also, I'm already working on greatly reducing the cost of goods, so at the time when I register for VAT, my product cost will be around £1.20, which means that VAT registration will affect my margin by around £1 on each unit sold. So instead of a 50% margin and £5 profit per item sold, my margin will be 40%, or £4 per unit sold, once I become VAT registered. That's still not bad if you ask me. I can see that I will be able to achieve at least 3,000 sales per month in this niche on Amazon UK alone over the next year. And then of course expansion to other regional Amazon sites. Essentially, such low-value, cheap products can generate hundreds of thousands of pounds in sales per year because the scale of Amazon is so impressive. But wait, you'll say, you're probably spending most of your profits on sponsored product ads. No, far from it. When I first launched the product, yes, I was aggressively spending on ads because I did not have any product reviews and I didn't want to wait for them to come in slowly over many months. So I launched the product and started doing PPC from day one. And sales started to come in. And reviews started to come in. And seller feedback started to come in. In these first 30 days, I spent £2,000 on paid ads. So this is the amount I need to take off from my profit for that period, which was just below the £6,000 mark. So the final net profit is £4,000 for my first 30 days of trading. But that number is slightly skewed, as I already explained that in the beginning I was much more aggressive on my ad spend. If you take a look at more recent data, say last week, I made £1,745 in profit, selling 349 units, but spent just £430 on ads. This means that last week I made a net profit of £1,315. That's almost £200 profit per day in just the fourth week of trading. Next month, I'm looking at making at least £6,000 to £8,000 in net profit. And that's just the second month of trading for this product. Can you even imagine what will happen in 3, 6, or 12 months when I get really good rankings? As right now, the product is at the bottom of the first page for its main keyword, so there's still huge potential for growth. Alright, I hope I haven't totally bored you with all these numbers and calculations. I created this video for one reason, to show real-life proof that Amazon is the #1 fastest growing business opportunity, and that people who get on this train right now will become really wealthy over the next 3 to 5 year period. And here's why. I truly believe that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. If not lifetime, definitely the best business opportunity in this decade. I'm talking about the Amazon UK marketplace. As many of you know, I've been selling on eBay for more than 10 years. I started back in 2005, if I remember correctly, and basically it was the golden days, the beginning of the best era on eBay. The Wild West time for the platform. Demand was already massive and increasing aggressively. Competition was very limited and non-existent in many categories. Rules were very relaxed, and basically anyone with a bit of brain power and understanding of how importing works could make good business on eBay. But fast forward to the current situation, and I see eBay as a dead end. I have completely stopped selling on eBay. And no, it's not because all of the rules, competition, or late delivery metric. I actually survived all of that perfectly fine. The main reason I quit eBay is because on eBay, the lowest price almost always wins, and it doesn't matter how good your product is. eBay just don't get it. They push the cheapest listings to the top, no matter the quality of the product or customer service the seller provides. Sometimes it seems that everything can be bought on eBay for £3 to £4, and even cheaper. It is a bargain hunter's paradise, ripe with tax evasion and the world's biggest marketplace for low-quality goods. Somehow it manages to survive, as people go to eBay now with one idea in mind: to get a bargain. And then they expect overnight delivery, a high-quality product, and instant customer support. It has become such a flawed marketplace nowadays that no wonder many people struggle to make it work. Amazon is something totally different, with different rules, different customer attitude, and most importantly, product quality is the most important aspect. Nothing else really matters on Amazon apart from how good the product you sell is and what customers think about it, seen by product reviews. You can't simply source rubbish product and sell successfully on Amazon. As soon as the first customer reviews come in and they're bad, you are basically done. The product will be pushed back in search results to places that no one will ever see it. And even with paid ads, it will be impossible to make a profit, as because of those bad reviews, your conversion rate will be terrible. And this is simply awesome. I love it. This means that people like me, who really want to sell high-quality products and put effort into creating amazing brands, get rewarded by high search rankings and sales. Not like on eBay, where price is the main ranking factor, and basically you have to work on super low margins to make any decent sales volume. What's more important? The growth of Amazon UK. Year on year, I have actually doubled my business on Amazon so far, and I can't see any signs of growth slowing down. Amazon simply has such a great reputation that it's unstoppable and will become bigger and bigger as each year goes by. Here are just a few reasons why you should want to build your business on Amazon's platform. People love Amazon. They just do, and it's no surprise. They've built a great brand. People trust Amazon. They know how reliable it is, and they know that if something goes wrong with their order, Amazon will rectify it. Free shipping with Prime. Millions of people in the UK have Prime membership, which means they can get free shipping on their Amazon orders. And who doesn't like that? Amazon shopping experience. Amazon's interface is so well made, and with one-click purchasing, it really does take literally just a few clicks to make a purchase on Amazon. This really increases conversion rates. Speaking of conversion rates, let's take a step back and look at my Amazon account. Have you seen anything like this on eBay? Constant conversion rates of above 30% and some days even 40%. From every 10 people that look at my listing, 3 or 4 people buy, which is insane. You won't see such high conversion rates anywhere else. Massive customer base. Amazon has such a large and loyal customer base. There are millions of people in the UK who only use Amazon for their online shopping needs. They don't go to eBay or Google when they need something. They start their product search directly on Amazon. And by some recent studies, it shows that by 2020, more than 50% of product searches in the world will start on Amazon. Not eBay, not Google, but Amazon. Effective advertising options. Amazon has done a really good job on their advertising tools for sellers. It has a very effective, but at the same time simple, paid-per-click system built in, and it just works. You can basically launch a product on Amazon and get sales coming in almost instantly. When I launched this product, I got the first 2 sales in within 2 hours or so, and made 16 sales in total that very first day. Yes, it was all from paid advertising, but it was actually profitable from day one. Hands-free inventory. One of the biggest advantages of running a business on Amazon is obviously the fulfillment by Amazon service. It's the first time where you can run a physical e-commerce business hands-free, which means that you don't have to deal with order processing, storage, and shipping on your own. It's all taken care of for you, 24/7 on total autopilot. Talk about those good times at the beach with a margarita in your hand. Very limited customer support. Another great benefit is that you really don't have to deal with customers anymore. If you use FBA, Amazon will take care of customer support, and your involvement will only be used on certain occasions when Amazon customer service needs your input. From those 1,000 orders, I got just one email from a customer asking how to get an invoice for the order, which is of course actually provided by Amazon, so even then all I had to do was direct them to where that was. Seller metrics taken care of. Basically, as long as you sell products that comply with Amazon's rules and answer customer messages quickly, your seller metrics will be fine. As all FBA orders are exempt from many metrics, and for example, if you get a negative seller feedback for late delivery or something else that is directly related to order processing, Amazon will automatically remove it for you. So you basically don't have to worry about shipping-related issues at all. Amazon takes full responsibility for you. This is such a relief after years of trying to stay within eBay's rules, especially the late delivery metric. Global scale. Amazon offers so much growth opportunities with their tightly integrated regional websites. If you start selling on Amazon UK, you can later on easily expand into European marketplaces, North America, or even Japan. It all works from the same interface, so you're already used to it. You don't have to learn everything from scratch. These are just a few reasons why Amazon is the place to be in 2018 and the years to come. It really is a dream come true business opportunity, and what's more important, it's only now starting to really pick up in the UK, which means there are tons of untapped business opportunities. Not many people in the UK realize this. In the USA, Amazon is the #1 online selling platform. It's more popular than eBay by far. Just take a look at Google Trends data for the last 5 years. comparing searches for eBay and Amazon in the US. As you can see, eBay sees a steady downward spiral, while Amazon increases slowly year on year, with a more aggressive gain in popularity this year, and very huge spikes in December, as so many people like to shop for Christmas presents on Amazon. Funnily enough, there's almost no spike in December for eBay, which could mean that for presents, people are looking for something of higher quality. I hope so. But here's something more interesting. If we switch to a longer date range, starting from 2004, we can clearly see the direction in which eBay and Amazon are headed. In October 2011, Amazon pulled ahead, and it hasn't looked back since. Now, let's take a closer look at the situation in the UK market, as that's what this video is all about. And you can see basically the same thing here, with the difference being that the crossroad point is actually right now. And if it goes the same way it did with the US market, from now on, Amazon will outcompete eBay in popularity, and over the next 5 years, we'll see massive growth for Amazon UK. This is so important to understand, as right now, this moment is that perfect opportunity for people to get into this and create amazing businesses out of it. The next 10 years will be so crucial, and I truly believe that if you don't do it right now, you'll regret it later on. I have been involved with physical products for a long time, and this moment reminds me of the early days of eBay. If you ask me, this is the Wild West time for Amazon UK, something you simply can't afford to miss out on. I'm actually working on a brand new video course, specifically for selling on Amazon, and that's why I started yet another business and brand on Amazon. To prove that you can start and grow very quickly by selling on Amazon, if you know how to do it all properly. The course will be called Amazon Sharks, and it will be released in January 2018. You can already go to amazonsharks.com and sign up to the email list to receive further notifications as well as access to free content. I will be sharing lots of great content for free there, and obviously you don't have to buy anything to get that. But I do warn that the course will be highly limited in terms of how many people will be let in, mainly due to the fact that I will be sharing my own business in detail in that course. So, if you want to stay updated on everything, make sure to sign up to that notification list on amazonsharks.com. My eBay course, Easy Auction Business, was a massive success for 10 years straight and helped thousands of people start their own successful eBay businesses. But I really do believe that the peak of eBay is over, unless you want to sell loads of products for super low prices. eBay can still be okay for people who want to make some additional income by selling uncompetitive items that are not oversaturated yet, or say second-hand goods. These concepts still provide a good income potential, but if you're looking to build a serious business online, replace your income, and even more, become a millionaire one day, Amazon is the best place to do it. Trust me. Especially now when it's all only starting and growing at a massive speed. And remember, Amazon, even though it will become saturated sometime in the future, right now it's in its baby stage, and there are thousands of opportunities you can get into. And even in the future, when more and more people start selling on Amazon, I will survive, and you will too. As unlike on eBay, price is not the only main ranking factor. Product quality and reviews are. I don't know whether you've noticed this, but the vast majority of people are lazy. Super lazy if you ask me. They just want to make easy money without putting work in. They look for shortcuts at every corner, be it market research, product sourcing, or branding. They just do it all half-cooked, and then they get half results. And again, I love this. I seriously look at all those people who don't put any effort into their businesses, and it puts a huge smile on my face. This situation means that anyone who is willing to put hours and effort into this process will easily outcompete others on Amazon. Don't think that with this new business I'm selling something totally unique or in a market that's without competition. Far from it. There are tons of people selling the same product, and even 3 to 4 serious, long-term businesses who have been selling that product for years. They just haven't done the best they could. And when I entered this market with a much better product, better brand and presentation, I simply dominated it from day one. Some sellers are simply stupid. They don't even take care of the simplest things, like asking customers to leave seller feedback after the purchase. They complain that customers very rarely leave feedback, but they haven't even asked for it. Check out my seller feedback page. In just 1 month, I received 50 feedbacks, with an overall score of 4.9. It was all 5-star feedback, apart from one that was 4 stars. 50 ratings in the first month, and there are sellers who sell 5 times more than I do per month, and they only get 15 or 20 feedbacks per month. This just goes to show that even the smallest thing matters, and if you do more than what others are doing, you'll succeed on Amazon. There's no question about it. Okay, I hope you're still with me, and I hope you're not bored, because I want to share some more info with you, and even give you the first steps that you can take today, right now, to start your own Amazon business. So let's talk more about what kind of business concept works best on Amazon. When I started selling on Amazon a few years ago, I already knew exactly what I would do. The same thing I did on eBay, selling my own branded goods. The difference though is that on Amazon, the private label concept works even better than on eBay because people are looking for high quality products. For some reason, Amazon attracts more people who are looking for higher quality products in comparison to eBay. They don't expect to buy, say, a high-quality silicone spatula for £1 or £2 with free delivery. They will more likely look for a high-quality set that retails for £10. And this makes a massive difference in terms of what profit margins we, as sellers, can achieve. On eBay, people are happy to have 5 to 10% profit margin, while it's not uncommon to achieve 20 to 30% on Amazon and even 40% plus, like with my example. You have lots of options to feature your brand. Amazon loves great brands, and they don't just say that. They also provide us tools for emphasizing our brands on the Amazon platform. When you register your brand for Brand Registry, you can use the Enhanced Listing Editor, which allows you to create beautiful listing descriptions. And you don't even need a special template for it, as Amazon provides templates for you. All you have to do is provide images and texts. Brand owners on Amazon are also protected from other sellers using your brand name in illegal ways. Plus, get access to Amazon Store's functions and other great features like having a video in your listings. All in all, if you do build a solid, long-term brand-based business with high-quality products, Amazon will provide all the tools you need. Price is by far not the most important factor in rankings. This is the reason why the private label products concept is a perfect match for Amazon. The main reason why we create a brand and brand our products is obviously to stand out from the competition and to be able to charge higher prices for our products. And we can do exactly that on Amazon. We can sell a product for above the market's average price and still rank very highly in search simply because people will leave great reviews and our conversion rate will also be super high. Amazon doesn't really care about the product price. They know that if people convert, it's a good offer, and if reviews are good, it's a good product. Just think about it. Amazon makes their fees based on an item's price. The higher the price, the more money Amazon makes. So Amazon is actually interested in selling items for higher prices so that they can make more money in fees. Obviously, the price should be within some kind of limit, but this all just proves that we should never get into price wars with other sellers when selling our own brand products, as price is in essence irrelevant. All this, of course, applies to a situation when you have done your homework and really put effort into creating an amazing brand and product to sell. I could talk for hours about why the private label products business concept is by far the most lucrative, but I hope you get the point here. When you create your own branded products, you set the price, you control the brand, and you own the product listing, which means that no one else will be able to sell from your listing. If you consider doing wholesale, retail arbitrage, or selling unbranded items on Amazon, forget about being successful. Unless you want to work on the lowest price game, that is, similar to eBay. On Amazon, you won't get your own listing. No, your offer will be listed along with all the other sellers selling that item, sorted by lowest price first. Amazon aren't stupid. While they're in business to make money, their main business philosophy is to give customers the best possible deal. So, if you sell a branded car air freshener, exactly the same item 8 other people are selling, obviously Amazon will list the cheapest offer first, as it's exactly the same product from all sellers. So seriously, forget about selling branded products or wholesale products on Amazon. It's not a business, but an arbitrage game. Private label products, your own brand, is the way to go. Don't even question it. For those of you who don't know what a private label business is, it simply means that you're working directly with manufacturers who put your own brand name, usually your logo, on the product itself, and often the packaging too. You can take it even further and have a unique product created for your brand, but more on that later. Please don't be scared by this or put off. Creating a brand, whilst admittedly a tedious task, can be done by almost anyone and on very low budgets. You won't have to spend thousands on this, as most elements of it can be outsourced quite cheaply. So, just don't let this be your main obstacle, and certainly don't let it scare you off this whole business model. Okay, now, let's quickly talk about a common myth about selling on Amazon that involves the fulfillment process. As you all know by now, a massive advantage of doing business on Amazon is that you can use fulfillment by Amazon, which means that you send goods in bulk to Amazon and they will fulfill orders for you. You don't ever have to process, pack, and dispatch an order. How cool is that? Apart from affiliate marketing and information products businesses, Amazon FBA is the closest you'll get to selling virtual products hands-free. You can really enjoy all the benefits of your business fully. You can travel the world, and your Amazon business will practically run itself for you. Amazon does not pressure you to use their FBA service, but I highly recommend you do so. For several reasons. Trust from customers. People on Amazon just prefer to buy from listings that are fulfilled by Amazon. As simple as that. And it's not hard to understand. Amazon is well known for their precise fulfillment operations, and their customers are fully aware of that. They know that they will get delivery as expected, and there won't be any problems. If you give buyers an option between buying the exact same product from a listing that is fulfilled by Amazon and fulfilled by a seller, which one are they going to choose? It's obvious, of course. Why take a risk on a seller who you don't know when you can rely on Amazon's system, which you have used time and time again? Combined purchases. Often, people buy several products at the same time on Amazon, and they specifically try to buy from Amazon itself or from third-party seller listings that are fulfilled by Amazon. Why? Again, they know that in most cases everything will be sent to them together, in one shipment. This is especially important for customers in Europe who shop on Amazon UK. If they buy from separate sellers, shipping costs will be quite high, while buying everything from FBA listings, they can save a lot of money on shipping. Easy returns. As much as we, as sellers, hate returns, we always have to look at everything from a customer's perspective. An easy returns process is not only an important conversion booster, it's basically a gold standard in today's e-commerce world. Customers need to know that if something goes wrong with an order, they can return it hassle-free. And Amazon and FBA listings offer just that, hassle-free returns. Yes, this probably does increase overall return rates compared to if you were to ship goods on your own, as the returns process on Amazon is so easy for customers. But remember one thing. If you sell high-quality products and you don't mislead customers in any way, they'll be happy and your return rate will be very low. For example, with this new Amazon business, I got just one return for one item out of those 1,000 sales. That's a 0.1% return rate. Obviously, it is a cheap product selling for just £10, and with higher priced items I do see more returns. but it's nothing too damaging, as long as your margins are right. Prime customers. I should have probably listed this first, as it is a massive selling point. Prime members get free delivery on orders, as well as various express delivery options available for items that are fulfilled by Amazon. This is a massive conversion rate booster. We can't calculate it precisely, but I have seen cases where sales double and even triple after a seller converts from self-fulfilled option to FBA. Hands-free operation. As I already mentioned several times, using FBA means that you don't have to deal with the tedious order processing task anymore, which leaves you plenty of time to grow your business, research new products, build your social presence, or simply take time off whenever you feel you have deserved it. For people who are new to all this, it may not seem that important, but those of us who have been dealing with order processing on eBay for years will know how amazing this system is. The business runs automatically 24/7, and you just receive those "Amazon has dispatched the item you sold" emails all the time, day or night, without you doing anything. Seller metrics. Amazon has various very strict seller metrics in place, and if you think eBay is hard to comply with, see what Amazon has to offer. There is customer support performance level, order defect rate, shipping performance, order cancellation, and many other things you need to stay within certain very low limits. But if the product is high quality and you offer good and quick customer service, you won't have problems meeting these standards. And here's the good news. With FBA items, you don't have to worry about shipping, order processing, returns, and related standards. Amazon takes full responsibility for those metrics, as they're the ones that do that job for you. And this is a very important difference between a business where you fulfill orders on your own and an FBA business. As you can see, fulfillment by Amazon is the only way you want to do business on Amazon, as there are so many advantages. Yes, of course, it does cost money, but if your margins are good enough, it won't be a problem. And just think about it. If you're building a true business and will process hundreds or even thousands of orders one day, you'll still have to rent a warehouse and hire employees, which will cost a lot anyway. The beauty of using FBA for your Amazon business is that you can grow and scale your business as quickly as you can. There are no hurdles, and you can sell 100 orders one day and 1,000 orders the next day. It won't cause you any problems. There may be some specific cases where using FBA won't be the best option, like if you deal with palletized items, or if the goods you're selling are prohibited by the FBA rules, but you can still sell them on Amazon. But these will be individual cases. For most products, small and medium, you must use FBA to make the most out of Amazon's platform. And it can work even for super cheap products as long as they're small. There's a special small and light scheme for such products, and the costs are actually very reasonable. There are some rules for items to be classed as small and light, of course. It should not sell for more than £9. It has to be sent as a letter or small letter, and it must weigh no more than 225 grams. And if your items fall into these specifics, it will cost just 60p in fulfillment fees for small letter items or 80p for large letter items. So basically, if the item is less than 225 grams in weight and can fit within the large letter format, and you sell it for less than £9, Amazon will only charge you 80p for order fulfillment, and you get all the perks previously mentioned using the FBA service. There are endless products that will meet this criteria, and if you're working with a small budget, I would actually recommend you look for such products. Small, super cheap products you can import from China for less than $1 or so, send via courier, and then sell on Amazon via their small and light program for around that $7.99 or $8.99 price point. Okay, so far so good, don't you agree? But I'm sure you would like to learn more about the actual product selection and market research process, as it's usually the biggest problem people struggle with. The age-old question: what products should I sell? While this video is not really based around that, I will give you some valuable tips and show you how you can start doing product research on Amazon straight away, after you finish watching this video. Product selection is important, but overrated. Doing proper, in-depth market research is crucial, don't get me wrong, but I do think that most people overthink this step in a way that they spend far too much time trying to find some hidden gem, trying to find that golden nugget that will make them rich. Good luck with that. I don't think of product selection in that way. To me, the most important thing is execution. By that I mean the work you put into doing market analysis, understanding what customers don't like about current offerings, sourcing a better version of the product, creating a really good, valuable brand with a story, and presenting your item in the best possible way. You shouldn't be too concerned by competition on Amazon, as if your product is better, quality-wise or feature-wise, it will get noticed. Remember, the biggest ranking factor on Amazon is your sell-through rate and reviews, and if your product delivers on both fronts, you can achieve top search results, even in very competitive markets. Yes, it may take longer than with products with less competition, but it doesn't change the fact that you can do it if you are patient. While there are many untapped product opportunities on Amazon UK right now, in most cases there will still be competition. But not all competition is equal, especially on Amazon. I don't call it a real competitor if the product has 3.5-star reviews. They use some blurry product images taken with a web camera. They don't effectively utilize the listing title, bullet points, etc. And that's not even talking about keyword research, a proper description, or using enhanced brand content. That's not your competition, as you can outperform them on all these aspects easily. So when you do research on Amazon and are trying to gauge competition levels, pay close attention to listings like this one, which is fully optimized to the highest standards. You'll see such high-quality listings on Amazon US more often, as they're at least 5 years ahead of the UK market, and this is yet more proof that the best times for Amazon UK are only ahead of us. Going back to product selection, as I said, don't overthink it and waste months trying to find a perfect product. You'll be much better off just starting with something. Pick one simple, cheap product, source it, create an amazing listing, and start selling. Get the process going, as no matter how many video tutorials you watch, you'll only truly learn when you start doing everything yourself. The beauty of Amazon is that you can sell all kinds of products from one account, and even have them properly branded, as Amazon offers the option of registering multiple brands under one account. This means that you don't necessarily have to think long-term when you are just starting out. You don't have to commit to any product group. Just find a product that sells and fits your buying power and get the process started. Okay, so I know what you're probably thinking now. This all sounds awesome, Andrew, but what should I do next? You should start with product research, obviously. And while this won't be a fully detailed guide on how to do it, I will give you a quick start guide to at least get you going. First of all, you'll need some kind of Amazon research tool that can show you demand and competition for any given product you research. There are tons of such tools out there, but the most popular one, and one that I have been personally using for years, is called Jungle Scout. With Jungle Scout, you can quickly evaluate demand and competition on the go using their Chrome tool, and also do more interesting research and product tracking via the Web Tracker tool. Let me quickly explain to you how it all works. On the Jungle Scout website, there are 2 products, and in the beginning it may look confusing. 1. Chrome extension. 2. Web app. On a quick side note, there's a link below this video for a special offer for Jungle Scout. Yes, it is my referral link too, and yes, I will make a commission when people sign up through that link. But I hope you don't mind that, taking into account all the free information I deliver in this video and on my blog. And just so you know, I wouldn't recommend anything to my blog readers and customers unless it's simply the best in its class and what I use myself. there's probably a good reason why Jungle Scout is the #1 Amazon research tool in the world, don't you think? Going back to Jungle Scout's website, the Chrome tool is a one-time purchase, which means you pay for it just once and can then use it for life. The web app, on the other hand, is a monthly subscription service where you pay the fee each month for as long as you want to keep using it. For the Chrome extension, there are two versions: the Pro version that costs $197 and the Lite version that costs $97. The main difference is that Pro Tool will also instantly show FBA-specific metrics, like FBA fees, dimensions, and weight. But it will only work if you already have a Pro Amazon seller account set up. It won't work with a free Amazon account. In most cases, I would recommend just getting the Lite version, as in my opinion, it's not really worth paying that extra $100 for the Pro features, especially if you're on a small budget. Let me now show you how the Chrome tool works so you have a better understanding. Once you purchase and install the tool, it will add a small icon to your Chrome browser, and you can activate the tool by clicking on that icon. For this tool to work, you have to be on Amazon, of course. It could be a search page, a product page, or a seller storefront page. As long as there are products listed, Jungle Scout will instantly start populating data for you. And it will work on Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.com, Amazon.de, and all other major Amazon marketplaces. But most of the time, you'll use this tool on search results. So, let's do a sample search right now and see what Jungle Scouts come up with. In the top part of the tool, it shows average monthly sales, average sales rank, average price, and average reviews. I personally don't pay close attention to these metrics, as average is average. It doesn't really give us any definitive answers. The opportunity score in the top right corner is a very good indicator though, as in most cases it matches my own manual observations. So, if it shows as high or medium demand with low competition, that's a very strong signal that you have found a good potential product. But the most important data is shown in the main section of the tool, and it applies to all listings found on that page. Product name. This is the listing title, and you can hover over it to instantly see a preview of the listing, including the main image, review score, and rating. Brand. This simply shows the brand for each product listed. This is a valuable indicator that can instantly show you whether a product is brand dominated or not. If most of the listings on the first page have just one brand name, it's a very strong indicator that there's brand domination, or even patent issues involved with this product. Price, for the item and category in which it is listed. Rank. This one is very important to understand, as it will be mentioned in several places in the future. Rank, or best sellers rank, relates to the position in sales for that particular item in the parent category on Amazon. The lower the number is, the higher the level of sales. For example, a rank of 1 means that that item is the most popular item in that category. And an item with a sales rank of 100 means it's the 100th most popular item in that category. So, the smaller the number, the higher that item is in terms of best sellers, and therefore the more sales it generates. Sales. This shows how many items are sold from that listing per month. It's important to understand that this number is approximate and won't be 100% accurate at all times. Why? Because here's how Jungle Scout and many other Amazon research tools work. Amazon does not give them sales data. They don't share such valuable information with everyone. So instead, Jungle Scout uses the combination of best seller rank and inventory levels for products they actively monitor in their database to calculate approximate sales per month. So, for example, they know that an item in that category which has a sales rank of 100 makes 500 sales per month. Then, you research an item that is listed in the same category and has a sales rank of 105. They know that the 100th ranked item makes 500 sales per month, so the 105th will be a little bit less. and they use calculations to give you that estimated number. I hope that makes sense. Even if you don't fully understand how it all works now, it's fine. Just so you know, these numbers are not 100% accurate, but you'll be able to get more accurate results by using the Jungle Scout web app, which we'll cover later on in this video. Revenue. This would simply be the estimated revenue generated by that listing in 1 month, and is calculated by multiplying the price by the estimated sales. Reviews. The total number of total reviews that item has received. Rating. The average review in terms of stars. This is an important indicator, as you'll find out later on. A product which has very high ratings on the majority of first-page listings may not be the best product to go with, as it simply indicates that people are already very happy with what the current sellers provide. It will be very hard to improve the product. On the other hand, if you see an average review score between 3 to 4 stars, it's a clear indicator that most current offers on the market lack in quality or something else, and usually it's a perfect opportunity to get into that market, improve the product, and outcompete everyone else. Seller. This shows who sells that item. AMZ means that Amazon sells the item. FBA means that it's sold by a seller using fulfillment by Amazon, and FBM means it's sold by a seller who fulfills their own orders. There's no definite rules here, but obviously I like to see products where many listings are fulfilled by the merchant, which means that if I go into that market and use FBA, I will have a much higher chance of converting those customers with my listing. Many people are afraid of entering into markets where products are also sold by Amazon. I personally don't see it as a big problem at all. Amazon will usually have one listing, and it's Amazon's own brand, which is more like a super value generic type of product brand. There's plenty more spaces on the first page for your product, which will have a much more specific and powerful brand. So unless Amazon completely dominates that product by having the top 5 to 10 listings, I wouldn't worry about it at all. LQS, Listing Quality Score. Lastly, there's a very handy indicator that Jungle Scout creates, and it shows the overall quality of the listing. This takes into account the number of images the listing uses, the keywords, bullet points, description, and some other elements. You can also click on Extract Next Page Results at the bottom part of the tool to get more results on the same screen. On the right side, there are 3 other handy tools. Cloud Icon. This shows the most used keywords by all the listing you analyzed on the page. This is super handy when you start working on your product title, listings, and back-end keywords. I like to use this tool on the Amazon USA website, where sellers are more sophisticated, and most top listings are properly optimized for the best keywords. Google Trend. Something you could research on your own using Google's free tool, but it's so handy to have it built into Jungle Scout. With the click of a button, you instantly see where the popularity of that product is going in the long term. I'm sure I don't have to remind you that it probably wouldn't be a good idea to invest in products that show a very clear downward spiral in popularity. Fidget spinners, anyone? Download CSV. You can make a screenshot, share your research data on Facebook, or download it as a CSV file. I personally don't use these because I like to use the web app to track my products and the research I've done. And this brings us to the big question. What is the Jungle Scout web app, and why do you need it? It seems that this Chrome tool does everything we need, right? Going back to the Jungle Scout website, there's monthly web app subscription plans available, and they start at $29 per month if you take the yearly payment plan, or $39 per month on a monthly billing cycle. There's also a middle plan at $49 and $69, and a top plan which will set you back $99 per month on a monthly plan or $69 per month on a yearly plan. There's only one real difference between these plans: how many products you can track at any given time. And by track, I mean individual product listings, which you're monitoring with the Jungle Scout software. Why do we need to monitor them? Because, as I explained earlier, Jungle Scout's Chrome tool only shows approximate sales data based on the bestseller rank. It's not the most accurate indicator. So, what the web application does is actually manually check stock levels for the listings you have added, and this way it can precisely calculate how many units a month are sold from that listing. So, for example, if on day 1 there are 100 units on stock, and on the second day only 90 are left, Jungle Scout knows that in the last 24 hours there were 10 sales. And by checking stock levels every day, it can precisely calculate sales per week, month, and even longer periods of time. So, what I personally do is I search for various product ideas on Amazon, use the Chrome tool to see if there's any potential, and then I manually add those listings to the web tracker to start monitoring them and get precise sales statistics for each listing I want. This process is very simple, as you can click on the button directly in the Chrome tool and the listing will be added to your web app account. But it doesn't end there. An even more important function of the web app is the product research function, located under the product database section. There, you can search for millions of products on Amazon, and not simply search, but actually filter them out based on your criteria. Usually, you'll want to start by selecting which marketplace you want to sell on. In this case, I select Amazon UK. Then in categories, you can manually select which categories you want to investigate. I would recommend picking just 1 or 2 categories to start with, otherwise you'll get so many results that you won't be able to go through them in days. In this example, I will select the automotive and luggage categories. On the right side, we can use various filters to narrow down our search results. For example, I want to see products that sell for at least £7, have at least 100 sales per month, and a standard size. As you can see, Jungle Scout returned more than 1,000 results. That's why I say that you want to start with just 1 or 2 categories first, to be able to go through all the results at once. You can then sort results by total sales, items sold, and many other data points. I usually like to sort them by highest sales first to see what's hot in these categories right now. As you can see, umbrellas are doing really well. When I see a product that interests me, I go back to Amazon and search for that product, then run the Jungle Scout Chrome tool to see more data based on the search results from the first page. If I like what I see there, then I would add the top 5 to 10 listings to the web app to precisely track sales volume for them. Obviously, most popular items with the highest sales numbers will attract higher levels of competition, as you can see with these umbrellas. But, as I said previously, you shouldn't be that worried about competition on Amazon, as if you can sell a better product, a product that people will love, you can still be successful, even in competitive niches. If you don't feel that powerful at this stage, you should of course check products with less sales, like this earrings book. I didn't even know such a thing exists, but as you can see from the Amazon search results, even such a unique product attracts several thousand sales each month. Also, the 100 sales minimum limit I have set in this example is totally optional. You can set it to 50 or even 30 sales, especially if your budget is very low and you're looking for those smaller opportunities with little to no competition. And there are many such opportunities on Amazon. You really have to do something totally wrong if you can't find products you could sell that generate, say, at least £1,000 per month in sales, as there are thousands of them. And that's how Jungle Scout works, in a nutshell. You use the web app to discover products, then search for the product on Amazon, use the Chrome tool to get approximate sales and competition data, and then add listings to the web app tracker to get precise information on sales for that product. It does sound a lot more complicated than it actually is. Just give it a go, try for yourself, and soon you'll see how interesting product research can be when you find so many interesting products. Products you could potentially sell and build your business around. And it's so cool that we can do research on regional sites too. As, for example, I often do research on Amazon.com and find many interesting products people are not yet selling in the UK. This is a great advantage for people wanting to sell on Amazon UK. There are many more tips and tricks I would like to share, but we have to move on to other things. Here's one very interesting concept I want to show you that most Amazon sellers, especially in the USA, are not even aware of. And why would they be? Remember, we already established that in the US, Amazon is far more popular than eBay, and it may not make much sense to do any product research on eBay at all. But in the UK, the situation is different. eBay is still more popular in most product categories, and even though Amazon is growing very quickly, we can use this valuable eBay sales data to find products to sell on Amazon. And very often we can find products that are highly saturated on eBay, but not that many sellers actually sell them on Amazon. Just think about it. If the item sells very well on eBay, it just makes sense that it could sell well on Amazon too, right? As at the end of the day, Amazon customers are the same regular people who need all kinds of weird products, right? So, this market research method is based on using Terapeak software to find product ideas to sell on Amazon. For those of you who haven't heard about Terapeak before, it's the world's best and most popular eBay research tool, and I have personally been using it and recommending it to my customers for many years now. And yes, there's a special link for a 7-day free trial for Terapeak below this video. So if it's not a problem for you, I would highly appreciate if you use that link to sign up for the tool. Once you sign up and log into your Terapeak account, which shouldn't take you more than a minute, you can start doing product research. There are various ways you can do this. If you already have a product in mind, simply go to Research, then Product Research Tool, and enter the product's name in the search box there. Don't use a category name or too vague a phrase there. You want to use the keyword that best describes the product you want to research. For example, if you want to get data for birdhouses, enter the term birdhouse. Simple, right? Quick tip. As you can see, Terapeak will instantly give some related products and searches you could further use to find even more product ideas. Make sure you have selected ebay.co.uk from the country list and set the time period for the last 30 days. You should also click New under the product condition settings to avoid showing results for used items, as that could screw up results. Do not use any other filters. From the results, you basically want to look at the units sold and total sales numbers, as the main idea here is just to get data on the amount of sales this product generates each month on eBay. If there are more than 500 to 1,000 units sold each month, and total sales are at least £10,000, it's a good sign that the product will have potential on Amazon too. You'll of course check that by searching for the same product on Amazon using Jungle Scout and manually tracking it via the web app to get accurate sales numbers. If you don't have any product ideas, Terapeak can help you too. There are several product brainstorming tools built into the software, and the most effective one is Hot Research, which shows the most popular listings on eBay. What you need to do is go to Research, then Hot Research. From the available options, select Best-Selling Titles, and this basically shows the best-selling listings on eBay for the last 7 days. You can also set it to 14 days, but it doesn't really matter. If it's left at 7 days, you can simply multiply the sales number by 4 to get approximate sales volume for that listing per month. And then you can simply go through the results, and if you find something interesting, write it down in your product list, which you can then later research in more detail using Terapeak's product research tool and, of course, Jungle Scout. You can also narrow down the results there by using a keyword. For example, I can enter dog and get a list of the best-selling listings with the term dog in the title. While you're in Terapeak, you can also use the categories tool to see which ones are the most popular on eBay. Simply go to Research, then Category Research, and there you'll find information on hot categories. Even more useful, you can narrow it down and go deeper into category selection and get the best-selling listings for each subcategory on eBay. How cool is that? And lastly, one of my favorite ways of finding best-selling products on eBay is to use inventory ideas. What you need to do is go to Research, then Product Research, and search for any product. Let's use the same dog travel strollers idea, which I found very amusing. Then click on the Inventory Ideas tab, and what it does is show other best-selling products by sellers who sell that dog travel stroller. How powerful is that? Just think about it. eBay sellers who do well with one product will probably have more popular products in their inventory, right? They have done all the research, found those product ideas, and with the help of Terapeak, you can simply get this data instantly, without leaving your seat. Remember, we're not looking to reinvent the wheel here. We want to find products with a proven sales record, and that's exactly what Terapeak will do for you. It will give you hundreds and thousands of unique product ideas that sell well on eBay, and which you can then analyze via Jungle Scout to see if there's potential on Amazon too. And this is what actually drives me mad. I receive so many emails from my blog readers that tell me that they can't find a product to sell. I mean, please, if you use Jungle Scout and Terapeak, you can literally find hundreds of products in one day, and then it just comes down to filtering out the ones with the most potential, doing manual market research and everything else. But please, don't tell me that you can't find product ideas, as there are millions of products out there. You know, I'm a very creative person, and I can simply brainstorm product ideas just like that, but I'm not asking that from you. If you can't see beyond iPhone covers and designer clothing, just use these market research tools and find product ideas that way. It doesn't really require much creativity, apart from putting solid hours of work into the process. Very often, you will see a product on eBay is doing really well, and the Terapeak data will support it. But when you search for the same product on Amazon and use the Jungle Scout tool to see sales, you'll be disappointed by how low those numbers are. And often, you won't even find that product on Amazon at all. Don't be sad about that. In fact, it could mean that you have found that golden product, something that is actually in demand, but there's no competition for it on Amazon. So, here's what you need to do. 1. Search for that product on eBay and take a look at the first 5 to 10 listings in the top search results on page 1. See which item version, design, and specification is selling best. 2. Go to Amazon UK and search for the same product. And also manually check the top 5 to 10 listings in search results. If you find that the same products are selling on Amazon that are selling well on eBay, but sales on Amazon are very low according to Jungle Scout, then it could be that the product is not suitable for Amazon's marketplace, and Amazon's customers simply aren't looking for it. But if you see that on Amazon, no one sells the exact same items that are selling so well on eBay, or there are only China-based sellers selling that item, it's almost guaranteed that sales on Amazon are so low only because there's no decent offers on the table. If, for example, a product makes at least £10,000 to £20,000 in sales on eBay UK per month, it's very unlikely that it wouldn't sell on Amazon too. It's only logical, right? But it could simply be down to what's on offer. Say, for example, on eBay there are specific models of new LED desk lamps selling very well, but when you search for LED desk lamp on Amazon, sales are low. After more careful investigation, you find out that no one actually sells the eBay type or model LED lamps on Amazon, and that's why sales are so low there. So, always use common sense. And do manual checks on the first 5 to 10 listings in search results, as numbers alone, even though very helpful, won't tell you the whole story. There's another small tool built into Terapeak that will help you later on with listing creation on Amazon. The SEO tool. There, you can get related keywords and searches people use on eBay for that item. And of course, in most cases, the same keywords and variations will also be searched for on Amazon too. While Terapeak is built for eBay research, over and over I find great product ideas to sell on Amazon. Once Amazon outgrows eBay in the UK and competition increases, this method probably won't be as effective as it is now. But for the next 3 to 5 years, it's a goldmine, if used correctly, that is. As remember, on Amazon, you don't just sell a product like you would do on eBay. There's so much more to it. This is probably the most important section of this whole video. If you're still with me, it means you really want to make this work, And congratulations on that. You'll succeed if you listen to what I'm going to tell you now. As I already mentioned, most people are lazy, super lazy. If you ask me, 99% of people who think they want to create a successful Amazon business are far away from reality. They think that they want to make it happen, but they actually don't want it hard enough. They lack that true entrepreneurial desire, that hunger that makes us go above and beyond what's considered the norm. Why is that important? Because if you are not willing to put your best, your absolute best into this, don't even start. As you'll end up like all those people who, do product research for 2 hours, find a supplier or two, import a product from China, without any extra work, and then wonder why they can't sell it, why they don't have good margins, and so on. The same thing will happen to you if you take this all lightly and believe you can achieve awesome results with minimal effort. If we go back to my own business and product, which I spoke about at the beginning of this video, don't think for a second that I didn't create the absolute best offer on the market, as I did. I will go through it all in detail in my Amazon Sharks video course, but you have to understand that extraordinary results come from extraordinary effort. But don't let this scare you off. You may now be thinking that you need to be a genius to make this whole thing work. No. As I said, most people are lazy, which means that you only have to do slightly better than they do and you'll already outcompete them, right? I don't know how else to say this, but it really is important. Work hard for your dream and put those hours and late nights into this process. Then you will see amazing results. In this video, we've covered in detail how to find product ideas and how to evaluate demand and competition. Now, the most important thing. Once you have found a potentially good product is to learn it inside out. And by that, I mean you want to become an expert on that product in a matter of a few days, 1 week max. How do you do that? You'll start by reading all reviews available for that product on Amazon UK and Amazon USA. Often, you'll find that there aren't that many reviews for a product on Amazon UK. That's why you want to use Amazon.com too. If there are hundreds of reviews on the UK site alone, you can leave .com out of the picture if you want to. Or, you can still choose to read all the Amazon.com reviews too, as you really want to make this work, right? I'll leave you to figure that one out on your own. Anyway, so you want to read reviews and make notes along the way. You'll in particular write down positive and negative comments that people mention, especially ones that repeat more than once, as these are the things you want to keep in mind when you source your product. Obviously, you will want to try to implement all positives people are talking about and eliminate or at least reduce the negative aspects. For example, you research dog towels and you see that people mention that everything is good, but the size of the towel is rather small. Don't you think this creates an opportunity to source an ultra-large dog towel and advertise it as that? Or people say that the towel is great, but it takes a long time to get dry. Why not create a double pack and directly address this problem, as customers can now use the second towel while one dries? I hope you can see where I'm going with this. By learning what people like and what they don't like, you can create the ultimate, best version of that product, which will almost guarantee you super high conversion rates and 5-star glowing reviews. It's not rocket science. You simply take a product that sells well and fix any issues people have. And you don't have to create something new here. All you're doing is improving an existing product. Often, all it takes is just the use of higher quality materials. Suppliers in China will happily assist you with your needs, and they can actually produce very high quality products if you're not just playing the lowest price game. Other times, all you have to do is change the color of the product, or alter one small function or feature, add an accessory, create a 2-pack or 10-pack, change the material or packaging. It really is that simple. And the best part is that you won't have to figure this out on your own. You'll simply learn this from reviews people leave on Amazon. They will tell you exactly what you need to do to improve that product. I really believe that this is the most crucial step of all, doing proper research into reviews, seeing what people like and don't like, and creating that ultimate version of the product. That's why I said in the beginning of this video that I'm not that worried about competition, as I know that my product and listing will simply be the best, and people will vote for that by leaving great reviews. Okay, this video is getting ridiculously long, so let's recap what we have learned so far, and more importantly, go over the exact steps you need to take next, right after watching this video. Luckily for you, now you're fully aware of the situation and this great opportunity that Amazon presents. You don't even have to think about anything else. Just concentrate on launching on Amazon. But what about building your own online shop? Wouldn't that be better than relying on a third-party platform, which is essentially what Amazon is, with all the rules and fees we have to pay? If you know how to generate traffic to your online shop on scale, convert it, and be profitable, by all means, you should do that. Having 100% control over your business is, of course, a dream come true. The problem, though, is that very few people can manage that. Driving traffic on scale, cheap enough to make profit. I'm sure you have seen all those scam videos on YouTube, where teenagers show you how they make millions with Shopify using Facebook ads. I'm sure most of them haven't even run a Facebook ad in their life, as they talk total rubbish. Facebook traffic is expensive, and don't think you can just put an ad in someone's stream and they will instantly buy from you. People don't use Facebook in general to shop. They use it to connect, stay updated on news, or simply to watch the latest funny cat videos, but not to buy your overpriced gadget. I'm not saying that Facebook ads don't work at all. No, I also use them, but it requires much more work than you can even imagine right now. It requires smart funnel building, retargeting, keeping an eye on every metric in the system, and even with that, many companies are happy to just break even with Facebook ads, or take a small loss in the hope that they'll earn profit on future orders from that customer. I already showed you that on Amazon, it's not unrealistic to have a 30% conversion rate, even 40% like I have on many days. That means that 3 or 4 people out of every 10 who visit my listings buy. On Facebook, you'll be lucky to get it to 10%, and even that would be amazing. But realistically, you're looking at low single-digit conversion rates. And how can you be profitable if each click can cost upwards of £1? That means you have to spend £100 to get 100 clicks, and get a few sales if you're lucky. Sorry, I got sidetracked a bit, but I hope I made my point here. Creating your own online shop sounds all good and fun, but it's only worth it if you know what you're doing. Even I, for this new business, haven't created a separate online shop, because making paid traffic work outside of Amazon with such a cheap £10 item is a very, very difficult task. For me, it just makes sense to start building up the business on a platform that already has massive traffic flow and eager buyers. If I can buy 3 clicks on Amazon for 30p each and make a sale that nets me £4, I will do it all night long. And you should too. So, don't overcomplicate things, especially if you're just starting out. Trust me, I have seen it all. Just start working on Amazon, build your business to at least a few £100,000 in sales in a year, and then worry about your own online shop. Meanwhile, there are things you should do regarding domain names, a social presence, landing page, trademarks, and other things, but I won't be covering it all in this video, as there might not even be that many of you left watching. I will leave all those small details and tips and tricks for the Amazon Sharks program, where in more than 150 step-by-step video lessons, I will tell and show it all. But for now, you can already start working on your business by doing proper market research, as I explained in this video. Sign up for Jungle Scout and Terapeak, and again, I appreciate every sign-up that comes from my referral link down below this video. Once you have the tools in place, work on researching at least 50 to 100 products. By the time you have finished, you will have at least 2 to 3 probably much more, products that show good potential. And please don't tell me that you can't find good product ideas to sell on Amazon. That's total rubbish. I've shown you so many ways you can find those products. There are no excuses, not anymore. The Jungle Scout product database and Terapeak's hot research and best-selling listings tool will give you thousands of product ideas to work through. Don't forget that it's really not about the product ideas as such, especially on Amazon. It's all about what you do with the product, what kind of version of the product you source, and how you present it. I could create something successful even in that umbrella market. Never mind those earring books. Once you've identified 2 to 3 products that you like, the next task is to read all reviews available on Amazon UK and Amazon USA if needed, and make notes on the positives and negatives that people mention to get an idea of whether the product can be improved or even if it needs any improvements, as sometimes there are products that people are 100% happy with. In cases like these, you may want to think about a different product, as if everybody already sells a perfect product, there's very little chance you could come up with something better. And then, of course, the next stage is to look for suppliers, contact them, ask questions, order samples, and everything else. You'll find many valuable free guides on these topics on my blog. But I will, of course, have brand new and expanded content on all these topics in my Amazon Sharks video course. The most important thing now is to just get going. I really hope you won't leave this video and carry on like nothing has happened. Or, even worse, continue chasing your dream by watching all those stupid teens on YouTube sharing their fake money, rented Lamborghini or Airbnb they paid for from YouTube ad money. Just don't do it. This is an opportunity like never before, and when I say that, I mean it. I have witnessed eBay's golden days, and I have seen how it all collapsed just a decade later. Don't be that person who, after 10 years, says, I wish I had started that Amazon business back in the day when it was all so easy and accessible. I actually know very well how it feels, as just a few years ago, I witnessed how millionaires were made in the vaping industry. Before all the regulations came into effect, people were literally becoming millionaires by mixing juices in their basements. I did want to get into it, but I was busy with everything else, and basically when I was ready, it was already too late. Don't be that person who's late to the party, who gets there when all the good stuff is already taken. Who wants that? If you have any questions about the things I have covered in this video, please leave them below in the comments section. I will personally reply to all of them within 24 hours, Monday to Friday. Also, if you have any suggestions on Amazon topics you'd like me to cover on my blog, let me know down below. Okay, that's about it for now. Thanks for watching this video, especially if you have watched it until the end from A to Z. It means that you have that desire to make great things and build a great business and better life for yourself and your loved ones. It's time to start really taking action towards that. Bye-bye for now.